Welcome back to Studio 701.
Well, our next guest is someone we have all come to know and love and know. It's Jeff. I'm just kidding. We love you, Jeff. You are a licensed real estate agent, so you're always getting questions from me, the producers, pretty much the whole Studio 701 team. So let's just start out with, Jeff, how long have you been in real estate?
I got my license the day after my oldest was born, so since July 7th, 2014.
Easy to remember.
Yes.
Right?
Very
Along
much
with
so.
birthdays. How do most of your clients find you?
I get most of my clients from referrals. So I do a good enough job to where if I was your realtor, Amber, and I'm not, you have a very good realtor, but if I was your realtor, you may say, hey, Jeff did a great job. You should use him as a realtor. And that's really how I get the majority of my business.
Yeah, which has to feel pretty good, I would think.
It does. It does.
We definitely want to give potential home sellers some tips for picking out a realtor because it is an important part of the home selling and buying process.
Extremely important.
What would you say are a couple of tips for sellers to consider when picking a realtor?
Sure. So I want to start by saying there is no one-size-fits-all process. So you definitely want to get a realtor that you know, like, and trust. Like and trust being the two most important, because you may not know them at first, but because everyone works, thinks, and feels differently, some people want to have a very hands-on realtor, a very forward realtor that's going to send you new listings, that's going to give you a call at least once a week, and others may want a realtor that's very hands-off, to where you reach out to them when you're ready. The key is finding a realtor that asks you enough questions to figure out which way you want to see the process go.
Okay. Good tips there. Now let's look at some more tips that we have of choosing a buyer's agent versus a listing agent. So let's start with the buyer's agent tips.
Sure. So the very first thing that I would like to say is choose an experienced realtor. I want to be very clear about something. That doesn't mean choosing a realtor with 6 years experience or 25 years experience. Choosing a realtor that has taken the time to study the market and understand what type of market it is. So is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? Are prices going up? Are they going down? What's the average days on market? So, right, there's a number of things I could continue going on about that every good realtor should know. Another really important piece of it is to choose someone that you click with. So you're going to be spending a lot of time with your buyer's agent. It's a lot more fun if you like the person.
Right.
So that's pretty much, those are really the two that stand out to me when looking for a buyer's agent.
Yeah. And let's look at a listing agent now, equally as important. Searching current listings that wow you. I remember this when you first were talking about this, I was thinking, oh, okay, so they have good listings, but what does that mean?
No, I don't mean that at all. So if your house is worth about $250,000, look at $250,000 homes that are listed on the market. Find ones that look great. Do they have professional photos? Is there a video? Is there a virtual tour? What's the description? Did the agent take the time to write a good description? Have you seen it in multiple places? And go through those listings, and if there is a couple of names that keep coming up, then maybe those are the agents that you want to interview. And that's the next thing. Interview 2 to 3 agents. And when you're doing those interviews, the question may be, well, what do I ask them? You may want to ask them, what's your list price to sale price ratio versus the market average? What's your average days on market? And ultimately, what is your marketing plan? So if the marketing plan is we're going to have your listing on 900 websites, it's time to move on to the next agent, because that happens with a click of a button. So what is your marketing plan? And more importantly, what are you going to do 2 weeks after the house has been on the market? Everyone can put in a sign, everyone can take pictures and get it up online, but what are you going to do to keep the momentum moving after the momentum has kind of shut off naturally?
Right. We want listings that wow people. And speaking of that, let's take a look at one such listing that really wows you. Oh, no, that's wrong.
That is not a good real estate picture.
Looks like possibly a bad stain on the floor there. So that's exactly what not to do. Now let's take a look at a good example of a listing. Oh,
yes,
beautiful.
that is a sold listing of mine. So yeah, that's what a listing picture should look like.
And that's what my kitchen should look like. So I need to make that happen. That's a beautiful photo. This has been Real Estate with Jeff. Send in your real estate questions to studio701@kxnet.com, and we may ask Jeff your questions about real estate on air. Now,